Hello, friends. Welcome. Okay, let me just adjust this a little bit. Okay. So today we're going to do some stretches and asanas, and let's focus on willpower. So all the affirmations we're going to do are focused on the aspect of willpower because when you have the will, like Yogananda ji said, greater the will, greater the flow of energy, and greater the flow of energy, greater the magnetism. So there's a direct relationship between willpower, energy, magnetism, and of course, success. So let's keep that in mind during the session today. Let's start with some warm ups. Let's do some warm ups for the fingers today. Let's start with that. So you can stretch your left hand forward like this, palm facing forward, and then take your right hand and gently bend the finger back and then bend the fingers down. Just do it gently, like don't force your hand down. You don't want to break any bones. So just do it very gently. And sometimes our wrists get stiff, and it's good to like work on the wrist joint as well, especially for this Vashishtasana and Parvottanasana, where you are balancing yourself. It's good to warm up the wrist. Let's repeat on the other side. So be very gentle, just don't force your wrist down. And then one more for the wrist, bring both the hands together. And now slowly, gently push with your right hand against the left hand to work on this wrist. And then again with the left hand, push against the right hand to bend the right side, the right hand fingers behind. Okay, and then let's also do this for the wrist, one direction and then the other direction. And let's do a couple of more stretches. Let's do this stretching, which goes with Ardha Chandrasana, just stretching the right hand over the left, opening up the right side. And then let's do the opposite, stretching the left hand over the head, opening up the left side this time. Let's do that once more. And then the other side. If you have a wall or a door, rest your hand against it, walk yourself away from the wall, and then gently stretch forward. This is really good to open up the shoulders. And there might be a slight ache in your shoulders after doing this if you have not done it for for a while. But it's a good. And let's do another shoulder stretch. Take your right hand against the wall and then gently push yourself, stretch yourself towards the left, opening up the right shoulder. The shoulders are generally prone to stiffness, especially when we work on the laptop or computer for a long time. And let's repeat on the other side. Let's do some apple plucking or orange plucking. Season for oranges. Just stretching up, really reaching up as if you're plucking something from some low branches. Won't it be fun to do that? To pluck fruits from trees?
This exercise is very fun, ma'am.
Yeah, really feels good. And let's now do one more for the shoulders. Take the left hand, keep it on the right shoulder, right hand holding the left elbow, and gently stretch towards the right. Again, this is good for the shoulders and to open up the sides. And remember, every time you stretch, you are actually increasing the bone cells. The bones tend to generate more cells, or they cluster or something like that every time we stretch. So let's reverse now. The right hand over the left, on the left shoulder, and the left hand on the elbow, and stretch. And let's do one more for the shoulders. So this time take the left hand like this and take it all the way to the back, keeping the torso in the front, just stretching all the way and back. And the right hand, taking it all the way to the back. And then back. Okay, let's get ready to now to do some asanas. Let's start with Ardha Chandrasana, the half moon pose. So keep your legs at they're hip width apart in Tadasana. Come up on the balls of your feet and inhale. Bring the arms up and interlock the thumbs together. Stretch up. And as you exhale, slowly and gracefully stretch to the left. Opening up the right side. Keeping the body in one plane as far as possible. You can even do this against a wall. That way you know that the entire body is in one plane. What generally happens is the arms sort of are on a little forward. So when you do it on a wall, it's easier that way to make sure. Silently affirm, strength and courage fill my body cells. Strength and courage fill my body cells. You're focusing on willpower, and strength and courage go with that will. So feel that strength and courage filling every cell in your body as you inhale and exhale. Bringing your focus to the spiritual eye, drawing that prana up, absorbing that energy here. And the Agya Chakra is also the center of the will, the divine will. The Manipura is the center for personal will, and the Agya is a center for divine will. So when we will something from here, it's not only our power, but also the power of the universe that helps to achieve that goal or to achieve a particular thing that you want, desire in life. Let's repeat on the other side. Come up on the balls of your feet. Inhale. Bring the thumbs together, interlace them together, palms facing forward. Inhale up, really stretch up. And as you exhale, Form a nice arc, stretching your sides. Strength and courage fill my body cells. Strength and courage fill my body cells. Nice deep breath. Relax into the pose. Absorb that strength and courage into every cell of your body. Inhale up and exhale down. Draw the shoulders back and relax in Tadasana, drawing that prana shakti up to the spiritual eye. Let's move on to the next asana and let's do Parsvakonasana. So all the asanas we're going to do today are quite dynamic ones and really helping us to develop our willpower and to focus on increasing our willpower. So Parsvakonasana again is quite a dynamic pose for power. So bring the left leg to the side and then come into a nice wide stance as much as you can. Again, listen to your body and just go as far as your body allows you to. And you can bend the left knee and inhale, bring the arms up. And as you exhale, lunge to the left and come down. Keep this hand on the elbow on the thigh and bring this right hand over the head and just go in for this really nice stretch. And try to widen your legs a little more so you can come down into the pose. You can turn the head if you want to look at the upraised arm. The tips of your right hand till the toes of your right foot. They're all together in a dynamic stance. Silently affirm, I'm a fountain of boundless energy and power. I'm a fountain of boundless energy and power. Take a deep breath. Inhaling and exhaling into the stretch. Enjoying the power. You definitely need power to exert your will. That's why it's called willpower. Inhale up and exhale down. Come back to a wide stance, lifting up your gaze, feeling that you are that fountain of boundless energy and power. Let's repeat. This time the right foot comes to the side, bend at the knee, not going beyond the ankle, of course. Try to come into a nice wide stance. Inhale up and this time lunge to the right and come down. Bring the left hand over the head and pointing it like an arrow. You can turn the head to look up at the upraised arm. I am a fountain of boundless energy and power. Feel that power within you. That fountain of boundless energy and power. Take a couple of deep breaths, relaxing into the pose, feeling that increase in will, the power, the strength, the courage, boundless energy. Inhale up and exhale down. You can walk back to Tadasana. Always go to pause in Ananda Yoga because that's when you absorb the benefits, integrate the benefits of the asana into yourself, allowing the pranas to again stabilize. And before we move on to the next asana, lifting up our gaze to this point, the seat of our willpower. Let's move on to the next asana. And we are going to do Virabhadrasana 1. So again, it's a dynamic pose, Virabhadra. Virabhadra means warrior. So again, the stance has to be like a warrior. A warrior is always full of strength, energy, and power. So again, come into a wide stance and now turn to the left. And you can bend the left knee. The right leg can be, the heel of the right leg can be off the floor, and try to come down as much as you can into this pose. Inhale up and go into a slight backward bend, not much, if you can. Otherwise, you can just have your torso in a neutral position. But if you can, a slight backward bend. I attune my will to the source of all power. I attune my will to the source of all power. Inhale up and exhale down. Lift up your gaze. Attuning your will to the source of all power. So whatever we want to achieve, it's always good to combine our willpower with the willpower, the power of the universe. So attuning our will to the source of all power. Let's now repeat on the other side. So turn to the right, bend the right knee. The right heel is off the floor. Try to come down into a nice dynamic pose. Inhale up. I attune my will to the source of all power. I attune my will to the source of all power. Take a couple of deep breaths and try to stay in the pose a little longer. The longer you're practicing these asanas, try to stay for at least 30 seconds to a minute also, if you have more time. Inhale and exhale and walk yourself back to Tadasana. Combining your will with that divine will. Let's go into again another challenging pose, Navasana. We check the affirmation. So Navasana requires a lot of core strength, especially the belly, strong abdominal muscles. But there are several variations that you can also do. So you can bring the hands behind you and bring the legs up. So this is quite an easy variation, but again requiring some abdominal strength. Within my every breath is infinite power. Within my every breath is infinite power. Try to keep the head in line with the spine. Requires quite a bit of abdominal strength. Within my every breath is infinite power. Another version you can do is keep your hands and hold up your legs for support. This is another version you can do. The full version is where you leave both the hands, and that requires even more practice. Within my every breath is infinite power. Beautiful affirmation of Navasana, the boat pose. And since we did that forward bend, let's do a backward bend with Parvottanasana. So we'll do a different version of Parvottanasana today. We'll do it from Vajrasana. So you might have done the one where we keep the legs extended, but this is another version that you can also do. Starting from Vajrasana, keep the hands at the back like this, and gently inhale and go into a stretch, which is similar to Setu Bandhasana, but a little different. With a burst of energy, I rise to greet the world. With a burst of energy, I rise to greet the world. Feel that nice stretch on your thighs. Exhale and come back to Vajrasana. Feeling that burst of energy, something that goes with willpower. So energy, power, willpower, strength, courage, those are the things we have been affirming today in today's session. So let's go on now to Akarshana Dhanurasana, again with the beautiful affirmation for willpower. So you can start with the cushion if you want to. So we might have done an Akarshana Dhanurasana in a particular way, but again, this is another version of Akarshana Dhanurasana that we are going to do. So here, start in Dandasana with the legs straight the front, and then lift up the left leg and hold it like this. Just like you are pulling a bow. And then inhale And exhale and stretch forward. And you can hold the toe or you can hold the calf anywhere you can reach. With shafts of will, I pierce the heart of worries. With shafts of will, I pierce the heart of worries. So feel that you are a bowman, maybe a hunter. Being a hunter is not exactly a good visualization, but
Is it the
generally
same
a
hand?
warrior,
Is
probably.
it the same hand or the opposite hand?
Yeah, generally we do it in the opposite. This is another version. Yeah.
Okay.
Usually we do it like this, right?
That's what we did, yeah.
Yeah, this is a different version.
Okay.
So this is another version of Akarshana Dhanurasana. So same hand, hold like this.
Okay.
Inhale and exhale. So think of yourself as a warrior. The shafts of will, I pierce the heart of worries. Using your willpower. Just see those worries vanishing away, running away. Using that arrow of your willpower. Just get rid of all your worries and anxiety, stress. Inhale and exhale. So like Arun said, that is a different version that you generally do, and this is what we have done, but this one is another version, which actually this version makes it more like you are, like shooting that arrow. Shafts of will, I pierce the heart of worries. Again, lift your gaze to the spiritual eye. Feel your willpower concentrating here, combined with divine will. And now let's repeat. So this time you're holding the right leg on the same side, the right hand. Inhale and exhale and stretch as much as you can. Shafts of will, I pierce the heart of worries. The shafts of will, I pierce the heart of worries. Feel like a dynamic warrior, like, the spiritual warrior, a warrior of light, piercing darkness, piercing worries. Inhale and exhale. And relax in Dandasana for a moment. Pausing here, integrating the effects of that very dynamic stretch. Akarshana Dhanurasana. Feeling that willpower, feeling like a warrior, powerful warrior, a very brave and courageous warrior. And let's close with just one more asana since we're running short of time. So let's do Vashishthasana. Again, beautiful affirmation for willpower here. So willpower as well as focusing, concentration. Sage Vashishta apparently used to hold this asana for 2 weeks at a time. 2 weeks. So let's try to do it for a few seconds, probably maybe half a minute, if not less. So start with the cat-cow. You can go into plank and then slowly rotate, bringing the right hand up. You can gaze up. Silently affirm the calm fire of my concentration burns all restlessness, all distraction. The calm fire of my concentration burns all restlessness, all distraction. Come back. And this is the pose why we did that wrist exercise, because you need that strength of the wrist to hold Vasishthasana. Just pause here. And on the other side, I can show you an easier version of Vasishthasana, where you start from the cat-cow. This requires lesser core strength. So you just stretch the left leg and rotate up. So here, it's much easier than the pose where both the legs are straight. But you do get the benefits of the asana. You can look up. The calm fire of my concentration burns all restlessness, all distraction. The calm fire of my concentration burns all restlessness, all distraction. Exhale and come back to Vajrasana. Feeling that willpower, that concentration at the spiritual eye. And Swami Kriyananda ji says that if you have a goal to achieve, just bring that goal or desire here to the spiritual eye. You can, usually the desire arises from the heart. So first feel the desire or goal in the heart, and then draw that desire up here, and then visualize your goal, whatever you want to achieve, and then just bring your energy here, your concentration and focus here, and just send that energy like a shaft into that project or into that goal. And ask the universe lovingly to combine your will with the universe's will. So see the energy of the universe coming to help you. That energy, the divine energy revolving around your will as well. And the combined energy going like a powerful shaft to achieve that goal. So you can try that guided visualization to help you to achieve what you need to do in life. Thank you. God bless you all. Joy to you. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Arun, Swarna, Kalarani.
Thank you so much. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Swarna.
Thank you.